Hello everybody, this is Jacob Koopa here. I wanted to go ahead and really kind of touch base on some of the changes of the new patch notes because there have been a couple of hero refactors, and because of it, there's actually a sale going on for it. So I'll talk about the sale here in a minute. First things first though, I want to go ahead and go over these hero refactors. Several heroes got an update. For instance, the hero refactoring includes Gambit. His wildcard buff has an improved proc chance, which means it's going to happen a lot more often. Bow Roulette now gains a 2 to 4 application of kinetic charge instead of just 1 to 3. Ace of Spades includes Pain, which is awesome considering that it stacks up to 3 times. You can use Ace of Spades up to 4 times, 5 times even. So it's like you're going to stack up Pain on the entire team if you really wanted to. And then Royal Flush now causes Fumble and Wide Open. Wide Open, you take additional damage from melee attacks, and Fumbling is something new. Single target attacks now provoke a counterattack. That means if an enemy with Fumbling attacks you, you attack back, which is awesome. Okay? I really like these changes to Gambit. I've been hearing in the chat room that a lot of people have been liking these new changes. It makes them a little bit more useful and definitely a little bit harder hitting, especially with that Pain, and especially with like Wide Open getting put onto all enemies, because then you use Raging Cajun on them and it's going to hurt. Okay? The next one that got refactored was Rogue. For instance, her AI has been improved. Whenever they talk about an improved AI, that means AFK battling. Okay, defense, incursions, and so forth. And it means is that she's going to be doing a different routine that may be better for your team. Okay? Her new passive is Southern Hospitality, which means she has a chance to counter enemy attacks using Absorb Power. And as everybody knows, Absorb Power is the type of attack that allows her to absorb the class. Now, this means that if you've already done Absorb Power on one person and you get to counter by using Absorb Power again, you might actually now have up to 2 or even 3 different class positive aspects. Okay, you could suddenly have Rogue as a tactician, scrapper, blaster, in which she's hitting hard, she's getting an extra turn, and she's attacking twice each turn. Okay, that's at least what I'm catching from it. And then Southern Comfort is now a quick action. Okay, which means that she'll get to use it in another attack, like, say, Southern Comfort and Brawl. It still has Crease Speed, which means that the next round she'll be able to take 2 actions. And she'll be in the fray. This means she's going to be dealing increased damage, restores more from Drain Essence, and increases chance to stun with Absorb Power. Now, I'm not seeing this in the notes, so this may have already been there, and I've just never noticed it. If that's true, then yeah, that's my fault. The cooldown, however, it seems as though the cooldown's increased to 3 rounds, and I believe that's because it's a quick action now. And you know what? That's fine and dandy. Okay, you only need to use Crease Speed and get an extra round when you're not really using something like, say, Quantum Jumper or the Shepherd's Staff to get extra turns, and actually those add to the turns that she can attack. But with her now having Absorb Power being her counterattack with Southern Hospitality, ooh, it's going to hurt. Okay? Now then, let's get on to one of the others who is on sale and has gotten refactored, which is Deadpool. I love Deadpool. He sucks at this game, but I love him. Now then, Deadpool has healing factor thingy, better than Wolverine, and chance to survive if health is reduced to 0. Okay? That means that it's no longer green numbers. He just has an all-around healing factor now. Okay? And of course, laptop, you know, the laptop is him checking the net, and he'll do things like, pardon me. I hate allergies. He'll be doing more things with it. He'll be nerfing enemies more. He'll be liking things less often. But Buggy no longer has a chance to give next extra turns. Buggy is one of those things where he will make a person buggy and they'll do random, odd, strange things. Okay? Let's get back to his attacks. Sharp, pointy things now has an OP of 4 rounds instead of just 3. It's not showing it here. It still says 3 rounds on my end. The notes say 4 rounds, and it can't be removed. We wait, we see. OP stands for overpowered, and it's one of those build-up gimmicks that Deadpool has. Bang, bang, bang now has rebuff buffs, and applies buff blocker if he's OP. Okay. Let's see here, and Imba is now 4 rounds instead of just a few. Okay, no holds bar, lots of red boxes, which applies weakened, explode, slow, dizzy, or combo setup, but only if he's Imba. Again, guys, it's one of those build-up things. Clean slate. While I'm at it, may as well get rid of all those nasty debuffs, and totally broken now lasts 4 rounds. And then finally, happy to see you. Face Melter if OP, which applies guaranteed crits. Like a Ninja if Imba, stealthy and true strike. And Exploitation if totally broken. And that is pretty much just Paragon Exploiter. Exploits attrition, opportunity, exploitation. Exploiting everything exploitable for fun and profit. But only if he's totally broken. And then, if he gets lucky enough to be a level 16 ranger from his laptop working, he'll gain heroic feats, which will be super heroic, and he'll be really, really, really hard hitting. And, I'm going to say it now, Deadpool still looks to be a very gimmicky character. That's why a lot of people didn't use him at the time. But who knows? This might break the mold. Okay, let's go on ahead and move on to Cable. Cable can now switch between control mode and overdrive mode at will. That means that you can go on ahead and swap back and forth. And when he's in overdrive mode, he will not take any damage. Okay. Now, in his control mode, his L1 plasma rifle has now gained Paragon Exploiter, which means he's going to do extra damage against those who have combo setup, dizzy, exposed, slowed, stunned, and weakened. Okay. His level 6 Ascani Arts now has flanked, now deals flanked and targeted. Okay. And Temporal Shift shares a cooldown with Mind Control. I don't get it. Oh, wait. Mind Control. No, that's not it. I don't get it. What the heck? But it's a quick action, grants an immediate free turn after using, and so forth. And Time Shift grants one party member an extra turn. Only one extra turn may be taken each round, and so forth. I don't get this. Shares a cooldown with Mind Control. That I don't understand. Folks, if you know what that is and so forth, pop a pop word down in the comments and so forth. Kind of give me a little help here. In his overdrive mode, his psionic spikes now applies off balanced, cornered, and winded. No more counterattacks, no more protection, no more follow-ups. Okay? That means is that, what that means is infiltrators can't counter, scrappers can't follow up, and if you have a character, a bruiser who does protect, he can't protect. All around happy fun times. And it's a psychic attack, which means it ignores avoid, shield, counter, and protect. Gotta love them psychics. Telekinetic slam is now catastrophic and is considered kinetic, which sounds about right. Can't be protected against and so forth with it being catastrophic, and it has a 40% chance of stunning everybody. Oh, giggity. Ugh, that still scares me. Force of Will is now a quick action and shares a cooldown with Temporal Shift. I get it now. Pretty much, his level 9's cooldown are connected. Force of Will and Temporal Shift. If you use one and then switch over to overdrive mode, you can't use the other because it's also in cooldown. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what you can do. All that matters what you can do with it, because you can't use them both in the same turn. You have to wait a couple rounds to use one or the other. That's interesting. I kind of like that. And finally, we get to Spider-Woman. She has new passives, that being Spider Serum. Let's go ahead and click over here. She now becomes immune to poison, radiation, and bio attacks. That means that she's going to be immune to Rogue to a degree, which is awesome. Her Vengeance is now a passive stat, which means that she has a 50% chance to counter melee attacks with Brawl and ranged attacks with Venom Blast. And of course, she's still flying, so, flying spiders and all that. Her level 1 Brawl is now Deadly Crits, which is awesome. Venom Blast, which is a biofeedback improved, deals bio damage every turn, small chance to lose a turn, counts as stun and poison for actions that affect those targets. That means that if you have somebody who takes advantage of stun and poison, they are going to be a happy camper because biofeedback handles that. Happy fun times. Fear Pheromones is now catastrophic. It hits all enemies. It now applies Intimidated, which lowers the attack accuracy and evasion stats. Applies Cower, which has a 20% chance to fail attacks and is a fear effect. Okay. And it still, of course, applies Pheromones. Those chemicals go straight to the brain and so forth. I like that. And then Seduction Pheromones, which is a new move that replaces Vengeance. Now, everybody, if you remember, Vengeance was her level 9. It's not anymore. Forget all that. Forget about it. That is a passive. Okay? It's a single target attack. It is stealthy. It does mind control, which means that it will, well, pretty much psychic effect, causing this character to sometimes protect enemies from teammates' attacks. That means you apply this to one person, an enemy, and one of his teammates attacks, I must protect. Okay? It also applies disoriented and again, pheromones. Those chemicals go straight to the brain. And that is all the heroes that have gotten a boost. Now, here's the connection I've made. Is that this is Cable, Deadpool, Spider-Woman, Gambit, and Rogue. 5 heroes who, well, 3 of which out of the 5 have been needing a needed boost, but also their heroic battles in Season 2's Chapter 1. Okay? So if you're like me and you don't have, say, Spider-Woman, Deadpool, and Cable, this sale puts them up for sale for gold. Very cheap. I mean, gold-wise, I can get Spider-Woman for 11 gold, which equates to 22 CP. 50 gold. 50 gold. Okay, so if you have the gold for it, you know, great find and dandy. This is going to be a quick and easy way for you to obtain these heroes and be ready to take care of more of Chapter 2, as well as also be prepared for any need of them being included in any future Spec Ops. The Spec Ops was the first to have 2 PvP heroes in one run, that being Psylocke and Red Hulk. And trust me, Red Hulk was a pain in the butt to get the CP for on my end. I was lucky I already had Wasp and Psylocke. Okay? But if you have the money, if you're lucky enough to have the gold and saved up and so forth, this is your chance to get these guys pretty quick and easy for 111. I think that Gambit and Rogue may be the same price. I could be wrong since I already have them. I don't know. Okay? But it's your choice if you want to spend the cash, do the offers and so forth to get them, or to keep farming and keep it cheap on yourself. Take the extra time to farm the CP to get these guys and with the CP and so forth. Okay? It's all your choice. It's all good. Let's go ahead and go over the other improvements and bug fixes. And let's see here. The news page now includes new and updated flags for items and heroes. And to kind of show that... Ooh, training completed. Forgive me, folks. I gotta get this taken care of. Yes, I have Black Bolt. I am very happy with Black Bolt. Collect all, because I want to send him back out and so forth. Again, folks, these 20-minute deploys are a real lifesaver. Okay? You really do need to get them. You need to do them. They are what's helping me get a lot of these heroes leveled up quickly. Okay? So, yeah. The screen is now showing a lot of new stuff and more properly showing. And I'll go over the magnetic lockboxes here in a minute, why they're on sale as bundles and so forth. Okay? But as you can see, new, limited edition, new, limited edition, on sale, limited edition, and so forth. This featured items thing now has the proper identifiers to show, hey, yeah, this is new, improved, and so forth. Okay? Juggernaut equipped with evasion ISOs will no longer improperly show the reason he's dodging a psychic attack. Okay, so, okay, that's odd. Counters can now fire only if the target is actually hit. Oh, lovely. Counters only hitting when you're hit is not exactly the best thing I would think of. Elite Nullifier now shows the damage in the health bar of the target. I don't get that, but okay. Oh, wait. Elite Nullifier is one of those weapons. Again, guys, if I'm getting something wrong here, put a comment down there. I don't mind getting shown that I'm wrong. You know, I would more than love to get corrected and such. There is now a button to get more gold from the daily spin screen. Let's take a look at that. There it is. Well, if it's there, oh, wait. Nope, there it is. Right there. Right up here. Right up in that top right-hand corner. Filled slots in the armory do not show up as empty for the comparison of other pages. Changed max cell count to 99 at a time. That means you can, if you have like hundreds of items in the store, like say, best example I got, shawarma. If I wanted to sell all my shawarma, I can only do 99. And bam. That's all you can do. You can't do any more, can't do any less, and whatever you do, don't do what I just did and sell you shawarma. That is a really good item to have in tight pinch. When opening lockboxes 10 at a time, the number of command points received will now be displayed properly. That is good. I like that. That is beautiful. Percent to apply statuses now show up in some places it was missing. Fixed a bug when optional cameo heroes being removed from the strike team after visiting the team page. Oh yeah, I remember that. There were times where I was doing a mini boss and I was trying to double check Black Bolt and so forth. And when I went into the team page, he wasn't there anymore. So that's a good thing. Clicking on your allies will now take you directly to their ally map during social visit. Oh god, yes. Please let that be true. Please let that be true. Oh my god, that is awesome. That is awesome. Folks, this is something that will save you a lot of time and clicks. Oh yes. This will make farming your friends' maps so much easier now. Oh man. Added the missing shield point cost from the Shepherd's Staff quest. Redeem group boss pins should now properly show your agent image. Soulfire should no longer remove buffs if the target is immune to Soulfire. Oh yeah, duh. Buffs should no longer be removed from when prevent debuffs is active. Phased is not considered a buff and is now removable. And phased, yeah, I mentioned this earlier. They made phased where you cannot protect while phased. That totally screwing up my PvP team. Heart of Shao Lao's Tenacious should now be working properly. Counters should now proc the same for all characters related to Omega Sentinel, Punisher, and Archangel. Phase should now properly unphase at the end of a wave. Hellstrom's Nefarium Spire passive has been fixed. That's good. Fixed a bug where Weather Witch was being removed after the first round of combat. That, I believe that's Storm there, okay? And for those of you who don't know, and I do have Storm here. Give me a minute to hunt her down. There she is. She doesn't have it here, but I believe it's on her alts. Yeah, there it is, Weather Witch. That is her classic Storm alt ability, and if it's been getting removed from the first round when it's supposed to stick around the entire battle until she's knocked out, yeah, that's definitely something. Death and Rebirth will not proc, but also not be removed by Despair. Okay, that I haven't run into that problem, but apparently, from what I'm getting with that, earlier in my PvP battles, I had Phoenix Rebirth hit me first round, and that tagged me as weird. It's something that I just did not quite understand and get. It's like, what just happened? Why did what WTF? So I don't know if Death and Rebirth has to be used first round and so forth and all that, but definitely a bug that needs to be looked at. Fixed an issue with uncanny coordination wouldn't be applied to the target if an ally's attack died. Okay. The following weapons no longer do a follow-up attack while winded, which is the Triggerman, Magia Triggerman, M616 Combat Shotgun, Pimgrown Needle, Lightning Needle, and the Fang L13. Okay, so that's good. Fixed an issue where blinded was immediately being removed after being applied. Okay, haven't seen that. Not a lot of people does blinded anymore. Corrected an issue where pardon me, folks. Corrected an issue where Heavy Sigh was using the wrong bleeding status effect. Okay. Heavy Sigh does internal bleeding, not regular bleeding, internal bleeding. So I can see that. Cyclops' Get Back in the Fight will not proc on allies with morale boost. Okay, that's cool. That saves time. That saves time and everything. Pretty much, if they already have morale boost, he's not going to tell them to get back in the fight. They're already in it. Cyclops' Natural Leader proc has been reduced to 50%. Wait, what? What? Aww. That sucks. Alright, corrected an issue with the Magia Triggerman's counterattack was proccing on subtle actions. Fixed an issue that prevented Adhesive X from being removed by status removal of... Whoa, what? Oh, man. Okay, so Adhesive X can be removed by status removal effects now. That's what I'm getting from these notes, guys. That means that even if I do use it in PvP, there's a chance that a Scroll of Antelope will be used, and everybody's fine. That is so going to suck. Phase Tooltip now correctly mentions increasing damage on counterattacks. Skittering Darkness no longer avoids psychic, ethereal, and catastrophic attacks. That's good. And Hobbled should prevent combat reflexes from applying stealthy to attacks. Okay. Alright, folks. So those are, aside from everything new in PvP and so forth, which would be Spiral, Mystic, and the Infiltrator's Empowered Armor, you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, we still have that new PvP crafting task, which is called Another Dimension. It's going to require, again, all 5 items, and it's also going to include the... it's also going to include incursions to be able to get items and so forth. But another thing I wanted to make mention in these notes that's regarding PvP is that they fixed the turn order change. And what it says here is, in order to reduce the chance of a lopsided PvP fight due to all opponents going back to back, the turn order algorithm has been updated. Now turn order will alternate between the two teams evenly. The placement of members in that team order is still determined randomly, but this only affects PvP battles. Pretty much from what it's saying is that you're not going to have a PvP battle where all 3 of your guys are going to attack first, or all 3 of your enemies are going to attack first. It's going to disperse everybody to where it's like only 1 or 2 are going to attack first, and you're going to have a chance to counterattack before they do any more. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. Those are pretty much all of the patch notes from today's patch. Everybody, PvP Season 11 is now live. You're going to get the chance of getting Spiral and so forth. She looks to be a really good hero. I'm hoping I get Adamantium. I've come close before. All these new revamps to heroes for Season 2, Chapter 1 looks excellent. I already have Gambit and Rogue, guys. You're going to definitely need Deadpool, Cable, and Spider-Woman for heroic battles and so forth. It looks like Playdom is trying to make things easier for us as far as those go. all I can say, guys, is best of luck. Okay, this is my first kind of reporting of the patch notes and so forth here, and I know it's a lot of vocal and a lot of just looking around in the game and so forth. But I like a lot of these changes. A couple of these changes are really hurting me, like really bad. I keep playing them, but you know what? It just means you gotta adapt. That's all you gotta do. Okay, so look forward to my videos popping up again and so forth. I will be getting back into Season 1, Chapter 2 soon. You might see the challenge mode for Chapter 1 pop up here shortly. Okay? But until then, keep going hard at this. Keep doing what you can. And I will catch you guys next time. Hey folks, one thing I forgot to mention at the end of this video, and that's why it's pretty much just kind of spliced in here, is something about the magnetic lockboxes. The magnetic lockboxes were the first lockbox that became available and allowed you to recruit Magneto. As you could tell, they have them on sale 10, 20, and 50 at a reduced price. It's like you're saving 2 gold for buying 10. You're saving 5 gold for buying 20, and you're saving 15 gold for buying 50. The reason for this is simple, and it shows you right here. They are on sale, and they're expiring. Now, if y'all will remember, is that the lockboxes, they've been out here for a long time now. It's been several months to, I think, almost a year, actually. I don't remember exactly. But now they are expiring in 13 days. Pretty much you have 2 weeks if you don't yet have Magneto to get him. Okay? And that's the whole reason for the sale. It's pretty much what you could call a liquidation sale for your last chance to get him before he is lost. And then the next chance you'll probably have to get him, which will be up to Playdom, is just completely and entirely a mystery. I mean, for all we know, they could hold a random lockbox sale where the magnetic lockbox might come back. Or you could go up for a CP sale for, who knows, 200 to 300 CP to be obtained then. Either way, for those of you who don't have Magneto yet, this is your last chance for a while. Okay, this lockbox has been available. It's not going to be staying for much longer anymore. Your last chance is this last 2 weeks. So if you don't have him, he's a great character. Seen him in PvP here and there. Go on ahead, pick him up, do your best to get him, and so forth. Okay? That's pretty much it, you know. Like I said, you know, we've got the 5 heroes here that have now gained perks and points. I love how they make Deadpool's picture a lot bigger. We've had all these buffs and nerfs going on with items and so forth, as well as fixes. Don't forget that you also have only 2 weeks left to get the Might of Attilan and finish Spec Ops. And I should also bring up the point is that there are now new PvP items out for 2 gold each. Stygian Idol, Wakanda Insignia, which looks like something ripped off of Thundercats, and the Teleporter Beacon. Okay, one last little bit I need to also like to bring to everyone's attention is it's been going on for the last few days, and just to kind of get a look here, because, you know, I already have Iron Man, I already have War Machine. Their Iron Man 3 alts are going up for sale for another week. Okay, I already have one of them, of each of theirs, but it's like 6 days left for both. So if you don't have one or the other, or you know, one or the other, or you weren't able to get it, you have a week left to get these guys as well. Okay, just a fair heads up and notice, okay? Be sure to check out Iron Man 3 as well if you haven't seen it yet. It's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray. It's an excellent movie and definitely will show some more of Tony Stark and the movie universe, which some of this is based on. Alright? Again, like, subscribe, in the comments, what do you like and hate about these new changes to the PvP the heroes, all these nerfs to the items. Personally, I absolutely hate that phase no longer protects. Screws me up so bad. Ah! Okay? And also, if you have any more comments and such for me as far as recording and as far as my PvP setup, since I'm now having to completely redo my setup for my agent. Okay, anything that you can give me that I might have, let me know. This is Jacob Koopa, signing off.